Back in October, I woke up one day thinking about butternut squash. I was thinking about a salad featuring butternut squash. And immediately I was like, okay, obviously this is going to be the best salad I've ever had. Why else would I have woken up thinking about Cucurbita moscata, a winter squash botanically considered a fruit but culinarily treated as a vegetable? So I started my recipe search, on Pinterest of course, and I immediately felt overwhelmed by all the possibilities. I mean, I was Sylvia Plath and this was my fig tree. I was so intimidated and fearful of picking the wrong recipe that 4 months passed. 4 months! I thought of an analogy that helped me articulate the anarchy of assembling a salad. Basically, assembling a salad is exactly like planning a party. So the partygoers are the ingredients. Let's say butternut squash is the star. This is their party. We want to enhance their stage presence. I want to invite goat cheese and pecans. They would complement butternut squash's flavor. But then I also want to invite apple. Apple is an attention whore, okay? Apple's gonna take away the shine from butternut squash. I want butternut squash to get an individual moment with as many different pairings of the ingredients as possible. I want butternut squash to have a conversation with goat cheese and pecans. Then I want butternut squash to have a conversation with goat cheese and whoever else. Exclusivity helps curate the vibe. I don't want this to be a crazy house party. Sometimes I do. Sometimes I just want like a garbage salad. I just want to put everything in there. This one, I need some class. Gotta respect the squash. So, after only a third of a year, I settled on a recipe. So I peeled and chopped and roasted the Big Mama butternut squash. The people invited to this party were arugula, pomegranate seeds, feta cheese, honey roasted pumpkin seeds, crushed walnuts, and of course Big Mama butternut squash. And the dressing, but I will get to that later, okay? Just be patient. This salad was amazing. Okay, actually, I would argue that this salad is perfect in its own way, but it still left me yearning for something. It was missing something, you know? I just wanted like a different energy or vibe from this salad. Which brings me to my next point. Just like there are different types of salads, there are different types of parties. All salads and all parties exist on a spectrum. This is the tummy trouble meter. Like the barbecue chicken salad, it's gonna be delicious. You are waking up from this party, you're feeling a little iffy. Okay, and then we have the wholesome and rejuvenating part of the tummy trouble meter, okay? This would be like a kale salad. I mean, you're waking up, you're feeling great. You're feeling like Bella Hadid. Organs are in tip-top shape. You feel like just on top of the world. I'm on top of the world. Yeah, I'm on top of the world. Yeah, bring back Imagine Dragons for real. I would say past this scale, like in hell, there is a satanic section over here. And that would be the unholy trinity of these three salads. The first two minions at the bottom, egg salad and potato salad. I guess legally they're classified as salads, but come on, guys. Be real. And then we have strawberry pretzel salad. This is like the Voldemort of salads. The final boss. Any given day that I wake up and I decide I want a salad or I want a party, I can fall on either end of the spectrum. The second time around, I wanted it to be just a little bit more hedonistic. So I still roasted the squash all the same. I switched out the feta for goat cheese to give it some more richness. Instead of walnuts, I also used pistachio just for fun. Also, I switched out the arugula for spring mix. Okay, I don't recommend this. I think arugula is the better move. Okay, now this salad. This salad was like perfectly catered to me and my preferences, okay? But the true key to the salad success is not in the partygoers, okay? It's in the dressing. It is objectively the most important thing with any salad. Which brings me to my next point. The main event of the party is the dressing. So butternut squash, she loves to swim. So let's say it's her birthday party, right? She's throwing a pool party to celebrate her birthday. She's super excited. She loves to swim, so she invites all her friends. Okay, now imagine. Let's say Apple comes to the pool party, okay? Apple doesn't know how to swim. Apple hates the water. And now Apple, they might be participating in the party, but you can tell that their energy is off. They look pissed. They're ruining the vibe. The dressing is the glue of the salad. It's what unites everybody. You can have everything in place to have a good salad, to have a good party, okay? And then let's say you take them some fuck-ass place like a bowling alley. How are you gonna have a good time? How are you gonna have a good time when nobody likes bowling except for butternut squash? So you have to make sure everybody likes to swim and everybody can swim. I don't want any fuckers sitting on those fucking beach chairs, lawn chairs, chairs by the pool. Don't even get me started. You take me to a pool and you're sitting on those stupid fucking chairs baking in the sun like a tortilla. What is wrong with you? No, what happened to swimming? Bring swimming back. It pisses me off. What the fuck is wrong with you people? You just want to tan? What happened to the childlike whimsy in this place? I'm sorry, that just... Just like planning an event for a party, the logistics of a dressing are insane. Salad dressings are the main contributor to my salad overwhelm. I just feel like I can't think in terms of salad dressings. They don't make any sense to me. This dressing was like a maple date apple cider vinaigrette, and it was so good. Honestly, incredible dressing. So now that I had established my perfect salad and I had some leftover squash, I brought the salad to work for lunch the next few days, and I really began to fuck around and find out, okay? I wanted to invite some hot new bombshells to the villa and see what happened. I was chaperone, and it was after midnight, so in other words, I wanted some drama. Bacon, pomegranate, and feta. When these three are together, they can get along, because the uniting piece is feta. What happens between these two? That's what I want to find out. Do these two fucking hate each other? Do I get a bite where it's almost exclusively bacon and pomegranate and I want to throw up? Or do I get a bite that's like bacon and pomegranate and I'm like, okay, new weird snack just dropped? Because then, hypothetically, if these two were to get along, I could bring them to more parties. Do you know what I mean? And I wouldn't have to worry about these two pissing each other off. Now, if they don't get along, you want to make sure that you have enough people around to cushion the tension. In this sense, I want the plots to progress, okay? I want to learn something about who Bacon is when Pomegranate is around. This part might not make that much sense, but to me it does. At every party, relationships are changing. That's what I want with this salad. You know, I feel like with every party, you get more and more character development. And I think with every salad, you learn more and more about the ingredients and who these ingredients pair with and who they don't. I overthought this so much. On the day that I decided to make this salad, somebody asked me like, oh hey, like you got any fun plans for like tonight, like after work? Actually, yes. And I recited my theory to him. And I told him the blueprint, I told him all the ingredients, and I gave him the dressing. After I laid out this beautiful fall salad, okay? He's like, oh, are you gonna add hard-boiled eggs to that? Am I gonna add hard-boiled eggs to this salad? Yeah. Just like I'm gonna invite my homophobic, Trump-supporting uncle to the Pride Parade. Stinky, sulfuric, hard-boiled eggs in this salad with the maple apple cider vinaigrette dressing. You want me to put that stinky, hard-boiled egg next to this beautifully roasted butternut squash? Grow up. Oh my god. I fear that I've already done too much, okay? I added a few pickled onions. You know, I was like, well, if I'm bringing this to work, I need more protein. So this is where I got a little, you know, I added chicken, which I think is just gonna fuck it up. I have some nice peppered bacon because I thought that would go really nice with the maple dressing and the butternut squash. We'll see what go. Back to you in the studio, Maggie. Coming to you live. Updates. Nobody eats salad. I eat the best salad. Sorry, I started. I can't do it. It's nothing against the personality of the pickled onion. It's just that in this setting, he wasn't able to thrive. And I love him, and I want the best for him. And so because of that, he was not invited to this party. The footage of my experimentation phase is a little spotty, but at one point, I invited the biggest bitch of all, Apple. And I was right. Okay, Apple totally derails the salad and she makes it all about her. I strongly advise to not invite Apple to this party. Please, I'm begging you. You're just gonna ruin it for Big Mama Butternut, okay? Here's a list of everything I tried to add and my personal take on it. But do not forget, the true thing that makes a perfect salad is subjectivity. This video is about my quest for my perfect salad. You might fucking hate it. That's your prerogative, brother. If you're thinking to yourself, it's just a salad. It's not just a salad. It's a meal. It is not just a salad. You're just an idiot.